Hold me.
That's fine. There we go.
All right. Hey, we are here.
Are we live?
We are. I think we are actually.
Hi, we're live. This is Local Live at Making Music in beautiful downtown Frederick. My name's Ashley Marie. I'm with the band Vinyl Rhino. And today I am interviewing Special Delivery. So today we have Kevin, Paul, and John.
Yeah.
And do you guys want to tell us what instrument you play in the band? What you do in the band?
I'm the bass player.
Bass player, awesome.
Singer.
All right.
I'm the guitar player.
Guitar player, great. So you're a lead singer.
Yes.
But I understand you sing as well.
I sing.
Anybody else in the band?
We all
Yeah.
kind of sing.
Everybody
Yeah.
sings.
Yeah.
That's same as my band. It's kind of nice because if you have like a couple gigs in a row, gives you like a break on your voice, and I'm sure good harmonies then.
We try.
Okay, yeah.
We work on it.
Going for that Eagles sound.
Hey, we like it.
So you guys feel free to jump in. I'm just gonna get on here and share the link so I can see what's going on.
Yeah, give us a shout on there. Ask us some questions.
Yeah, give us any of your questions. Let me get this because I can hear myself right now.
Yeah.
All right. So, how long have you been a band?
We've been together since 2002.
2002. Wowee.
So that's like 16 years.
It's a very long time.
Yeah, it's been quite a ride, and we just play locally, but we've gone through some different lineup changes.
I was gonna say. So, with this exact lineup, how long? Who's the newest member? I should say.
Rick, our
Keyboard
keyboard
Okay,
player.
Rick was on keyboards. And when did he join?
About 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
still pretty consistent.
Yeah.
I think. Do you find that it's made you a little bit tighter on stage, obviously, from being together so long?
Definitely has. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, definitely has. You can feel chemistry going on. You know, you mean when you give somebody a look, you can feel them looking back at you.
Yeah.
Like, here we go.
Especially after 16 years, it's,
Yeah.
it's almost like a marriage at that point, right? You
Hey,
got it.
yeah.
your band romances.
Yeah.
So in the band, what kind of music do you play?
Oh, me?
Any of
Good.
you, jump on in
Anything
here.
from classic rock to
Motown.
Okay, cool.
Eagles.
We do the dance stuff, you know, that people like to hear all the time. You know, all the big dancer crowds. You know.
Some of the Eric Clapton. Some of the who's the keyboard thing that we do? I can't think of it that Rick doesn't like so much.
Oh, that's great. Now we're calling Rick out, Rick.
Yeah, Rick.
You
come
know,
on.
like this. Next time you go to a gig, you see Special Delivery, they're playing a Live at 5 coming up. What day?
July 26th.
July 26th.
Thursday.
Be like, Rick, play that song you dislike, that keyboard song.
Yeah, we're gonna run it
That's
into,
what
run
it
it
is.
into the ground. Oh, the Steely Dan,
Steely
yeah.
Dan.
Steely
So
Dan.
yeah, we go from
What
a lot
Steely
of
Dan?
places.
Which song?
We do
Josie.
and
Okay.
Black Friday.
Black Friday, yeah.
Sweet.
So a couple of those nicer tunes that are a little tastier for the musicians to play.
Yeah, and we always joke, because I'm in a cover band as well, that there are songs that you play for the audience,
Yeah.
and there are songs you play for yourself.
You know
Like,
that.
and you try to like squeeze in like 1 or 2%, and like
Yep.
we do Sweet Home Alabama, but then
Oh,
we
yeah.
end it on the Freebird solo,
Oh,
so it gives
okay.
us a little something, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, we have a couple of those we morph into each other.
Yeah, you do
know
like
what
a
I mean?
mashup or something.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
I secretly love any Leonard Skinner, so I'm like never mad. I like the cheesy songs.
Hey, you know, it's whatever works for you. If people are feeling good and having a good time, you
That's
keep it
me,
rolling.
yeah. And as much as if you ever, I'm
Absolutely.
sure you guys have found this, like you may play a song that you're tired of, but once you see people really loving it, you're like, oh, no,
yeah,
no,
totally.
It's a spark.
So what is a song that each of you, go ahead, Kevin, what's your favorite song to cover?
Favorite song to cover? Oh my gosh.
Or just name one of the ones you really enjoy currently, because favorite is a harsh word.
Yeah, I kind of like some of the Steely Dan.
The Steely Dan stuff?
Yeah, it gives me a chance to step out a little bit and have some
Yeah.
fun.
Paul, what do you
What
think?
about you, Paul? You're thinking over there.
I really don't have any favorites. I enjoy them all. I could tell you the ones I really don't care for.
Okay.
But we won't.
Yeah, especially if you're playing, I heard you guys play private shows, and if those are like the ones that you get requested all the time, you know,
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
want to tell someone requesting a song it's a bad song. I did that one time, I was joking, a guy requested Africa,
Oh.
and I was like, that old thing, everybody plays it. Oh, he was really upset,
Oh,
like
yeah.
really upset with me that I said that. So I was like, I'll never say it's a bad request. It's a great idea every
Yeah,
time.
yeah. Yeah, you gotta try to satisfy the people that are
That's
asking
right.
for something.
Yeah.
You know?
And you know, we play it every weekend, but to them, they may not have heard it. And
Right,
That's
forever,
right.
Right, yeah.
So do you have, what's anyone that you really like, maybe a newer one that you guys just started doing? That's always my favorite, like whatever we just learned.
I do like the Eagles stuff. We,
Yeah.
you know, mainly because of the harmonies. We do Train,
Calling
Calling All Angels.
Oh, beautiful.
That's a nice song. I really like that. It's got a lot of special meaning for me.
Okay.
So I really like that song too.
Yeah. Yeah, we've done that at, we've played at
Yeah.
funerals and different
Yeah.
things.
You played at funerals
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
That's, I mean, if you don't mind talking about it, I think that's interesting because I mean, I think I was asked to sing a song at a funeral once, and I said, unfortunately, I was like, it was too emotional for me.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think I
It
can
is.
do it.
Yeah.
It is hard.
It's
so-
definitely a heavy situation.
Yeah, like how did you guys handle that?
Well, it's kind of crazy because it's in the morning.
Yeah.
And you know, you're not really warmed up yet, but
No.
we just kind of get up there and do our thing. It was the last time we did it was just me and Paul, and we did it for our drummer's father's
Drummer's father.
memorial service.
Yeah.
And that's where we did it at. And it's of course the church is so huge, you know what I mean. But people are just like, you know, you can just tell you're touching some people. So it does make it special.
Rewarding.
It
what
does
song
make
did
it
you
special.
do? Do you remember what song?
Calling
Yeah,
All
yeah,
Young.
the train
And we
song,
did-
yeah.
We
Gorgeous.
did another one also for a good friend of the family's. Her dad had passed away, and we did "In the Wings of a Snow White Dove."
Oh.
That, was it Ferlin Husky?
Something like that.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And that was unique because that was a song that wasn't really on my playlist. so
Yeah.
it was, you know, or any of us, I don't
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. We have to just pull it out.
And you kind of make it your own in that situation.
Yeah.
If you're
Oh,
doing
yeah.
something that's a, an older song or different style than yours, you have
Yeah.
to kind of
Right.
move
Right.
it. But I think that's sometimes the coolest in a cover band. Like
Yeah.
I was mentioning, we were talking earlier that you sing some songs by female artists.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And Dan McGuire, who was one of our guests before, he does that, and I just am such a fan of that. As a female artist, I'm up here singing, AC/DC all night, and I'm like,
Yeah,
it's
you're
great for
yeah.
me to come see a guy sing some girl songs.
Yeah, yeah.
The script.
That's cool.
So what about you, John? Favorite songs?
Well, I like some newer music. I do like the songs that I do get to sing on, so they're
Of
a lot
course,
of fun to
yeah.
do and sing and play, and we always have a good time. And so I would have to say those are mine. I like we do some Three Doors Down and some Goo Goo Dolls that I'm able to sing, and they're a lot of fun to do. Some Smash Mouth, you know what I mean? That's always-
yeah, Smash Mouth.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
feel good.
it's
Shrek
always-
soundtrack.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff that makes just puts smiles on people's faces. So
Yeah.
that's the biggest reward for me is when I see that.
Feel good stuff.
Yeah.
Get the crowd into
Oh,
it.
yeah.
So what are some of the rooms that you guys play? Do you want to take this one, Kevin? Some of the places you play around here.
Oh, let's see, we've played everywhere from Legion, Moose, Elks Club, Buckystown Pub.
Oh, Buckystown Pub. That's a favorite favorite band of mine, Southern Charm, plays there all the
Yeah,
time. and
I think
it's-
they're there this
Yeah.
weekend.
I gotta come up
Yeah.
there sometime because
It's a
apparently
great
it's like
place.
the spot. It's
It's
a
a
really
great
cool
place.
Yeah, it's a
club.
great place.
It's a great place
place,
to play.
and we're always really well supported there, so we always have
Nice.
Yeah.
great crowds there. So, what else have we played recently?
We mentioned you're at Alive at 5
Yeah.
Live at
in
5.
July.
Yeah.
July 26th.
We do the Blue Sky,
Okay.
and that's always good. We have a couple jobs coming up at Dutch's Daughter, some special
Ooh,
events.
Dutch's daughter.
Halloween
Gonna
badge.
Bust out those vests and dress
Oh,
pants.
yeah, it'll be good. And that's for my friend Eileen. She supports the ASPCA with that event.
Oh, beautiful.
So it's a great.
You said it's a Halloween.
It's on October
gig?
27th.
Okay, October
yeah.
27th.
So that's coming up in on our calendar, and we do like in the summertime we have a lot of private parties and
Yeah,
stuff we do
the
outside.
same for us.
We do
Weddings and private gigs.
Birthday
yeah.
parties. Some of the best times we've had are at those. You know.
I love those private gigs because, like, sometimes when you go to a club, they might be having a great night.
Yeah.
You never know, and it's your job to turn it around. Like at a wedding or a private party, everyone's already in a good mood. They're like, "We're
Yeah.
here for a good time.
Yeah.
We showed up,
Yeah.
and they know that you're already going to be there. It's not a
Yes.
surprise."
Yeah. Yeah, we played some crazy parties where they've had like stunt dirt bike riders and big, huge bonfires and
So
fireworks
that's actually
shows.
one of my go-to questions: is what's one of your most memorable gigs in 16 years?
Those big gyms are pretty
Big
good.
Jim's parties
Big Jim's
are the
party,
He's-
yeah,
he's-
one of
Big
the
Jim
best.
is he a friend
He's-
now at this
yeah,
point?
He
Okay.
is. He's
He
been a
is.
friend, and he has a party every year that we play for many years now, and he puts on a show.
Okay.
And
Is
the
this where
fun-
the dirt bikes and what is it
Yeah.
going on?
Stunt riders and
Stunt
huge
riders.
Yeah.
fireworks and,
Uh-huh.
and shoot guns earlier in the day. It's just
Yeah, it's a big, almost an all-day event.
Oh man,
thing.
this sounds like
but
a
the
like a
food is
legit
awesome.
shindig.
The
That's
food
right
is
up my alley.
oh.
Yeah.
Food's awesome.
But the one strange one we did,
was the pumpkin chunkin'.
yeah,
thing.
it was in Montgomery County. We played, and it was
Okay.
kind of a private. It was a fundraiser thing, but it was a 2-band show. And we played in the middle of this field, and it was cold and windy. But they had these pumpkin cannons, and I mean those things were massive.
Were they going off like while you were playing?
Yeah,
Like they're
yeah.
just. But now, how close were you in proximity to said
Oh,
hurling
they
pumpkins?
weren't
100 yards.
Okay, good.
Yeah, they weren't aiming at us.
You
Yeah.
never know, like someone's.
Yeah, it depends on what we were playing. That's when it starts to rotate. But
Yeah.
Right.
I would want that in like a safety clause in the agreement, like
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
singer gets concussion, because I've got a few concussions at gigs.
Yeah, you
before,
never
and
know,
you
right?
gotta, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then we just did a wedding not too long ago where there was a medical emergency there, and you know, like you're kind of wondering what's going on, and people are waiting and asking questions. So stuff like that happens too. Not always the craziest thing, but
still
you know,
memorable.
Yeah,
like
it's like,
memorable
you
makes
know.
like it doesn't necessarily mean great.
Yeah, so you
Definitely.
know, things happen along the way. You got to roll with it. So you know, you do what you can do. So
What about you, Paul? Any specific gigs that you remember?
I remember when we used to play down at Fence Street at the Raw Bar,
yeah.
and it was winter, and we said,
Raw Bar, it's now the Blue Side?
Correct.
Same place on
Correct.
Ben Street? Okay,
Yeah.
I live on Ben, so I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right in my alley. Yeah.
so we're getting ready to play. It was winter, and we called and said, "Do you want us to play?" And they were like, "Yeah, come on in. We're
Snow
going to have
was
you."
deep.
We had to shovel our way in to get our gear in, and I mean like.
It was deep,
2
man.
feet of snow that we're
Yeah.
shoveling from the back parking lot. You know where the back parking lot
Yeah,
is?
did you
Look.
start on time?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that's impressive.
Yeah.
That was memorable.
Yeah, that was definitely memorable. We were tired before we started playing.
And I'm guessing because it was downtown though, people came.
Yeah, we had
Oh, yeah.
people show up.
Yeah.
People came out. Yeah.
That's what'll happen as a downtowner myself. Like that's all we want to do is go like. hang
Especially
out.
when it's, like,
But,
snowy
yeah,
out.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that's the best time. You might get a higher attendance sometimes.
You never know. Yeah.
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 What about you, Kevin?
Probably at the Buckystown Pub.
Yeah.
People are always ready for a good time there, you know, and like I said, our kind of music kind of fits really well there, so it's always a wild time.
Like a good vibe. Yeah,
Yeah,
I bet. Check out that.
we love the
second
outside.
band that's really told me that's one of their like favorite places.
Outside into the pavilion there is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's in Boonesboro, right?
Oh, Buckystown.
Buckystown. It's in
Right.
Buckystown.
Yeah, right down Route 85.
Okay. Yeah, I really gotta get over there.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see if there are any questions. I always have to.
Yeah, we shouted out to some of our people, said, "Hey man, call
Hop on
in
and
here."
see. We got a bunch of people on here, but nobody's asking questions yet. So.
Well, they must be entertained.
Don't be shy. I mean, my questions aren't like amazing. I
Yeah.
try not to make anyone like really uncomfortable. But as these go on, maybe I will. Maybe I'll start like
Yeah.
asking more personal.
Well, when you get your desk.
Invade. I really want a desk. John
Yeah.
knows this because he's
Yeah.
worked with us and been gracious and wonderful enough to do the video production. I just feel like, and you guys, while I have you live, like, wouldn't this be a better experience if you were on a couch right now, maybe sipping some coffee
With him? No.
or something in a coffee mug? You know,
Something
it
in a
doesn't need
coffee
to. It
mug,
doesn't need to
Fran.
be
Yeah.
coffee. And then like I would have a desk and
Makes it
a
even better.
little microphone, like a Super 50.
Yeah, I can see it now.
Maybe I'd wear a blazer.
We could
at
get
that
you some
point.
intro music.
I don't know. Intro music will be delightful.
Yeah. See?
I have big dreams, you guys.
There
Okay? You know.
Gotta
this.
think big and be big.
I do. I think big, but I cannot be big. I've tried. I mean,
Uh-huh.
all the cheeseburgers in the world won't change this situation. So, cool. Let's see any other. Nobody's asking any questions. You guys must, again, be super entertaining.
Well, we have some dedicated fans
Oh my
that we
gosh.
definitely want to give a shout out to.
Okay, yeah,
People
give me
come
some
see
shout
us.
outs.
Cindy and Denny and Jim and Jan and
Rhonda and well, they're not hearing us.
Rhonda and yeah, they'll be online.
Oh,
they-
yeah.
They'll be
Alex,
online.
yeah.
Let's see. I think
They
I can
moved
see
down to
right
South
now.
Carolina.
Ronnie, they moved away, and
I see.
there's a ton of people.
I see Mark Nelson.
Yeah, and the music store here has been great to us over all the years. I've been coming to Red since like '84 when he opened up.
So yeah, so for those of you who don't know, Reg is the owner here at Making Music, and yeah, since 1984, and it's Frederick's downtown local music store.
It is.
And since I started hosting this show, I've had a lot of people come out of the woodwork and with positive feedback about their experience, of their purchases, lessons, everything that they do here. It's and even starting the show is a testament to that. Like they're trying to build a community
No doubt.
of musicians, and
No
you
doubt.
jumping in to help out with the
Yeah.
show is just perfect.
Yeah, it makes
example
good
of
sense
that.
to me. You know what I mean? It's about being a community, and people that play all kinds of different genres can kind of
Yeah, and if you've seen a lot of the guests that we've had on so
Yeah.
far, so we've had a
Yeah.
whole spectrum of you guys are actually probably the closest to what I started doing, which
Yeah.
is like classic rock
Right.
covers and now we're more poppy dance
Yeah.
covers and even metal. But anybody that's watching, we're a community, so if you want to donate a desk or something like that, feel free to jump in.
Right. Or a couch.
A couch, yeah, they really
Perhaps
want a
some
couch.
mugs.
Something,
Yeah.
maybe a reclining couch.
Yeah.
Put up there.
Shays.
All right, so yeah, the other thing, you're going really fancy. I was thinking like before Goodwill come to us.
Right.
So, have any of you ever done originals before? Is that something you have an interest in, on your own?
We've all talked about it, and we kind of fooled around with a couple things here and there, but life gets in the way a lot of times.
Yeah.
We all work day jobs, so we play on the weekends, and we love no matter if we're playing one time a month or 3 times a month, we usually try to get together almost once a week or once every week and a half and try to have a rehearsal and
Yeah.
to keep it fresh and to keep the song list going. It is, after a long time, it's still fun.
That's good. Yeah, that's
Oh,
over
yeah.
16 years. That's pretty darn
Yeah.
impressive.
So if you're out there and you're like 20, you know what I mean, and you want to know what it's going to be like to be a musician when you're 50, this is what you're looking at, right?
It looks pretty good. You
Yeah,
guys
Take
put it
care,
up,
take
right?
care of yourself. You can keep playing, for a long time. So.
So kind of going back to the beginning of that, what inspired each of you to start playing, to become a musician? Like, and what age was that? You want to go ahead and kick us off?
My parents were semi-professional singers, so I've been in it my whole life.
Singers, so but you went to the bass immediately, or did
No, I
is
started
that?
singing,
Okay.
and then I went to trumpet and some other instruments, and I played a little bit of guitar for a while. Then I started into drums for a while, and then I decided that I didn't really want to carry that around anymore.
Preach. That's what I feel bad for every drummer I've ever been in a band with. We were
Yeah.
talking about this. I'm like, well, you chose it. Like,
Yeah.
I carry the snare. That's it.
Yeah, right. Here.
So you've really played a little bit of everything.
I
It
played a
sounds
little bit of
like.
everything. Bass is my primary instrument.
Okay, found your passion there. And Paul, for you?
I have been singing since I was in grammar school. I always sang, played trumpet, trombone in school, and I saw a band in high school that was called the Shea Brothers, and they were doing, what the heck is the name of the song now? Anyway, they did a song that inspired me, and I was watching them, and I said, I could do that.
That's super cool. You had like a pinpoint. So I am the same as you. I grew up around music, so it was just I never really had like that moment. And that's super cool to me.
Yeah, I knew. So that I met some guys. We started a band out of high school, and it was funny because the guitar player was too young to play at bars at the time, so he couldn't get in.
You couldn't get in at all?
We couldn't play. His mom had to write a note.
That's what I was gonna say. My parents had to write a note, and I felt like I was in school going to the
Yeah.
owner of each bar, like, oh.
Yeah, but we had a great time. That we played a lot of bars. Playing at the time, we were playing 3 or 4 nights a week, and left that.
That's a lot of playing. 3 or
Yeah.
4 nights a week when you're that young.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and there's a lot of excess in things when you're younger and you're playing 3 nights a week.
Oh yeah, we were talking about this earlier. Like when you're young, your stomach is tougher. You can do anything. Like I look at my
Bounce back
gig schedule when
quicker.
I was in college, and I had like a full class load. I was
Yeah.
waitressing and I was gigging, and I was
Yeah.
like, sleep. I'll get 3 hours.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, I need 8.
Right.
Don't talk to me before 10
Yeah,
a.m.
yeah.
I had a gig.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Do you guys find that that's tough? So do you all work day jobs then?
We all do.
Do you
yeah.
find that it's hard to get? And we're gonna come back because I want to know how you started too. So let's do that first, actually, before I ask.
Well, basically, I got started playing guitar because my school friends played.
Okay.
And of course, you want to be like, when you're in school, you're like, oh, I want to be like, you want to fit in or where you want to do
Yeah.
it. So I started taking guitar lessons at the Colonial Music Shop downtown Frederick.
Oh, I don't even know where was that?
That was on Patrick Street.
Okay.
And I was probably like 13. And I took lessons from a guy named Don Olson, great guy. He's no longer in the area, I don't think. But so I started with lessons, a couple years of that. Started playing, got in a band, came back and took lessons from my friend Gary here.
Oh, Gary, he's
some-
super cool.
Yeah, got some theory, and then kept playing and just keep going through bands and
Yeah.
different morphs of groups of guys and whatever, and ended up with these guys, and here we are. You know what I mean?
16 years sounds like a pretty good fit.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
you and Greg played in bands too.
Yeah,
before
the
that.
drummer and myself played, and we've been together playing music probably for over 30 years.
Wow.
So we played in and out of a couple different projects. And
You really, when you're talking about like reading each other's minds on stage, I bet you probably.
him
got
and
to
I
that level.
click really good. I don't even.
What's your drummer's name again?
Greg Shipman.
Greg Shipman. So
Yeah.
shout out to let's go ahead and shout out to the missing members of your band before we go to a song. Greg
So,
Shipman.
Yeah, Greg Shipman's our drummer. Rick
On drums.
Tahansky is our keyboard player.
Okay, Rick Tahansky on keys.
And we're all the road crew,
Yeah, the road crew.
Even
Cool.
me.
even the singer.
Hey, the fact that you carry gear, don't tell the guys in my band.
Yeah, right.
I always tell them that I don't get a break when they get a break because I'm talking to the crowd.
That's
So
true.
that, that's where I'm. But I love that. So.
That's fun, right?
So I'm gonna go ahead and have you guys play a song right now.
Okay.
So we can get into that.
Great.
Chris from DNP, awesome band.
Oh
Christopher
yeah,
Larkin
Drunk
says
Naked
that.
Pirates.
Oh, Drunk
Yeah.
Naked Pirates. I didn't know they had like a cool abbreviation.
Oh yeah, they got the acronym going on.
DNP,
Yeah,
that's
those
I
guys
know.
are great. Dave and all them guys are great.
Yeah,
so,
they're good
like,
guys.
Yeah.
So you guys are gonna perform a song for us.
Yeah,
What
we're
song
gonna play
are
a
you gonna
song.
do first?
Want to do Take It Easy?
Take It Easy?
Let's do some Eagles. Let's
All
try to
right,
do
you
some
guys
Take
have
It
mentioned the
Easy.
Eagles,
Yeah.
so let's hear some Eagles, and this is Special Delivery on Local Live at Making Music.
All right. All righty.
You're gonna hit me or anything, right?
No, I'm this way. It's him you got to worry about.
Aye.
He's got the
Get the little one.
he's got the weapon.
No, I could touch it.
Alrighty.
Are you ready?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, I'm running down the road trying to loosen my load. I got 7 women on my mind. 4 that wanna hold me, 2 that wanna stone me, 1 so she's a friend of mine. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. Like now, while you still can, don't even try to understand. Just find a place to make your stand. Take it easy.
Come on.
Well, I'm standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona. Such a fine sight to see. It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford, slowing down to take a look at me. Come on, baby, don't say maybe. I gotta know if your sweet love is gonna save me. We may lose or we may win, but we will never be here again. So open up, I'm flying in. Take it easy. Well, I'm running down the road trying to loosen my load. Got a world of trouble on my mind. Looking for a lover that won't blow my cover. She's so hard to find. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels make you crazy. Come on, baby, don't say maybe. I gotta know if your sweet love is gonna save me. Ooh, ooh, oh, we got it easy. Gotta take it easy.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you.
Guys, that was tight. That was really good. That's a good. Is that? Would you say like a band that you guys say that your style is pretty close to the Eagles?
Yeah,
band?
we
Yeah,
do that. We
so-
do some.
Oh,
We've done
that's-
some other Eagle songs
Yeah.
too as well. So that's
That's
always fun to play.
That's your wheelhouse, man. That sounded tight. That was great. Those harmonies are on point. By the way, you getting up there with those
He is
harmonies?
right. He's,
Woo!
he's our big harmony guy
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
it. You gotta wear tight waist for those
Yeah.
harmonies. That's coming up there. I
Yeah.
listen to that. I'm like, oh my goodness, when you got to those last harmonies. You guys sound great. Do
He's
you rehearse?
good.
Do you think, equal time rehearsing the harmonies as you do the music with the song, or does it because you grew up a singer, you kind of just find the parts pretty
I
naturally?
kind of find it pretty natural. We've been trying a little bit more lately to try to kind of dissect it a little bit more. We've
Yeah.
got more singers now, so.
Yeah, especially when you're arranging parts. Like sometimes we fight over parts, and
Yeah,
I'm like, wait a minute,
yeah.
I was already learning that one. I want
Yeah,
that one. I want to put
yeah,
me below. I want to
yeah,
be above. You know.
yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. And sometimes do you guys ever add harmonies where there aren't harmonies just to try to like fill out a sound?
We do sometimes, where there might be room for another one. We don't want to like cram it in there, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But we do some other stuff where some things overlap, and it makes it nice that Greg, our drummer, also sings.
Greg sings as well.
He can sing like something with Paul, and then Kevin and I can also sing something different together at the same time, which makes it kind of fun to do, and people really respond good to that. So.
Yeah, I grew up on bluegrass, so all the harmonies.
Oh, yeah, that's huge, right?
I love to get in on that high harmony.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing I was going to ask you guys before we went to the song was, so working a day job and playing a pretty heavy gig schedule and rehearsing on top of that, do you ever find like, do you sleep? When do you sleep?
Oh, yeah.
Does it throw it off for you when you're having like a weekend of gigs?
Not really. No.
Really?
He's used to, like, he gets up super early for his job.
Oh,
and works
really?
long
Okay.
hours.
I'm
and he's
up,
on.
I'm up at 3:45. and
What's your day job? Can you
I'm
tell
an
us?
electrician.
Electrician. Okay. So
Yeah.
one guy came in and he was like, I can't tell you because I work a government
I
job.
remember that guy.
I literally can't tell you
He
what I
couldn't
do.
even be on
Couldn't be
camera.
on camera. Super
Yeah.
great player. And I was
Yeah.
like, I'm sorry, you can't be on camera. And
So
it
is
was,
he the guy that you see the back of his head and his voice has changed?
no,
Yeah.
we should have done that. Like, remember Unsolved Mysteries? Like,
Yeah,
oh, my
the
face is
silhouette.
low. As a kid, I thought that was like really like a problem with that person. Like, I didn't understand. It's
Yeah,
very tricky for me.
right.
Special child. So for you, what do you do for a living?
I'm a corporate pilot.
A pilot.
Yeah,
Wow.
we get the plane on the weekend so he can go to the shows.
Stop. Have you
Yeah.
ever flown to a gig?
No.
No?
No.
I've
So
airlined.
you're corporate, so you don't have like a little Cessna in the backyard or anything
No.
like that. Okay.
It's actually a pretty big plane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a really cool thing.
Yeah.
And what about you?
So I print T-shirts.
Okay.
That's
I
what
already
I
knew
do.
that, but I want you to say
Yeah.
it. Okay.
I'm a T-shirt printer, and that's what I do for the last 20-some years.
So do you ever do you guys have t-shirts?
Oh yeah, we have T-shirts and it's like glow-in-the-dark cups and different things to hand
Ooh.
out and stuff like that. And actually, I have it, but I have a T-shirt for you, but I'll have to give
Oh,
it to
for
you
me?
after the show. Yeah,
I have
And
to
some
wear some.
hats
I've received some T-shirts, so I have
Yeah.
2 T-shirts I need to wear, and one is Heavy Metal Playground,
Oh, yeah.
which is based out of Boonesboro. They're
Right.
a good friend of mine, and
Yeah.
awesome. I mean, like, what goes better with music than smashing cars?
Right.
Put a Metallica song on, you're good to go.
Yeah.
And the other T-shirt I need to wear is Julie's Canine Academy, my friend who is a dog
Okay.
trainer.
Yeah.
I don't have time for a dog because I'm living this life that you guys are
Right,
living.
right.
So I just go over there and play with all the dogs.
Yeah, we're like in low maintenance.
Yeah, exactly. The musician's pet is like the cat.
Yeah,
Usually.
yeah, right.
I'm just gonna leave you for 3 days. I'll be
Yeah.
right back. So one of the things we talk about with being on the road and traveling different places, what is your favorite road food?
Oh yeah. I'm a fan of like the carnival food when we get to play some
Yeah.
carnivals. But again, the private parties that we've been to are so good. So many different homemade recipes that come out. Am I right, guys?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
and the desserts. I'm a dessert fan, and I love that stuff, man. It's so good. But we also enjoy just like a good pizza too. You know?
See, you're all lucky. You have a guitar to put in front of your belly. Like,
Yeah,
after
right,
You,
yeah.
sometimes we play a wedding and I'm like, oh, I can't eat that because I'm
Yeah.
gonna get up there. I got nothing but the skinny stand to go by.
Yeah. Plus, if you don't want to get a stain on your nice clothes either. You know,
That's a
you-
good point. Yeah, you guys are bibbing up right there.
Right. Yeah.
What about you guys? Favorite foods?
Sushi.
And they were
Yeah.
saying earlier that isn't a road food, but I agree with you
It's
because
a
I've
road
had
food.
some, there's some gas station sushi and some other
Yeah,
situations.
just don't
you
get the 7-Eleven sushi.
No.
At least not before the show.
I do have a few standards. Not many, but I have a few.
Yeah, well, just a little. What about you? Paul's always thinking. He's always the
I'm
last
out.
one. He's thinking.
I'm the chicken fingers or chicken wings and fries guy.
That's
my
mostly
staple.
my alley, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is safe before I'm going to go sing?
All right. And I'm from Buffalo, so I particularly know how chicken wings are supposed to be
Oh.
made, and it's tough to find them down here that are.
So because I went to the Anchor Bar and found that the original, that's the
In
original
Buffalo?
Buffalo wing
Mhm,
place,
mhm.
and I found the wings to be okay. And the best part is some guy slipped me a piece of paper and he goes, "This is where you really want to go."
Oh,
And
right.
like,
Where do you send you, Mackey's?
I can't remember. At that point, I maybe had a little bit of whiskey. So
Oh, yeah.
I went to where he suggested. I can't tell you where it was.
Yeah.
So what is
around
your
here-
recommendation around here?
Around here, well, Buckystown Pub has good wings, and Velocity Wings is actually over in
Where's that?
Lovettsville.
Okay, that's not
They
far.
just opened not too long ago, and I went in there the other night, had some wings, and they were pretty good.
Okay, so it sounds like you guys need some sponsorship from these.
Yeah,
places.
yeah, that's right, yeah.
That's where you're getting with that information.
Yeah.
Well, let me see if anybody has any questions. We've got some great comments coming in. John Larson says, "Wow, this is really nice. Well done." I agree. I've seen some of your videos, but
Yeah.
it's one thing to watch a full band video with the sound guy and all that, and to see like a stripped down performance. And so that's where I enjoy watching
Yeah.
the bands on this show.
It's another
Let's
angle
do
on it,
it,
you know.
yeah.
I mean, it does make it nice. So.
It makes it the musicianship and the vocals stand out a little bit. We've got Jess. Shout out to Jess Grenice, hairstylist at Structure Salon. Thank you for all this.
Oh, yeah.
Walter. Hi, Walter. How's it going? So we do have some people on. Again, guys, we just have a few minutes left, so if you have any questions, jump on and let us know for special delivery of Frederick, Maryland. And again, when is your next gig coming up?
That would be this Saturday at the Frederick Moose.
This Saturday, Frederick Moose. And then my question, is it open to the public, even though it's a Moose Club?
It is open to the public. You can get information on our Facebook page.
Okay.
It's specialdeliverieband.com is the name of the Facebook page. It's also our website page. So
Okay.
you got one thing to remember and it gets you everywhere.
That's easy.
Yeah.
And where did the band name come from?
Actually, when the band first started, we had another Paul in the band. And he was, Paul Graham is his name, great guy.
Paul Graham, shout
and
out.
he was a mailman
Okay.
in Frederick. He was a letter carrier. And he brought the name to the table and said, hey, how about special delivery? And we kind of like, well, let's mill it over a little bit. But eventually it just stuck.
Yeah.
So Paul's obviously no longer with us now, but he's still around the area, and still we see him from time
Does
to
he
time.
come out to gigs?
He's been out to a few. He's a great harmonica player.
Oh.
Great harmonica, and he's got a very cool look. He's got one of these big mustaches. He's not very tall, and he plays harmonica. He's like, oh man, dude, you got the look. You
Gotta
know?
have that rocker look.
Right,
That's
yeah.
something cool. I mean, my agent, Cy, with getting the gig entertainment
Oh, yeah.
from the Reagan years,
Uh-huh.
he told the guys one time, he was like, look, people should look at you and know you're in the band when you
Okay.
walk in the room.
Right.
Whether it's just the littlest thing, like whether you're a little more dressed up than other people.
Yeah.
And then I think my guitar player's like, well, I'm carrying a guitar case, so you can tell I'm in the
Yeah,
band.
yeah.
It's like, no.
Like he wants you to wear like long sleeve in summer, so people
Yeah.
are like, oh, man, you must be with the
No,
band.
I feel for you guys at like the wedding and the private parties when you have to dress up, and I'm in like a little dress, and you guys are in like vests and dress shirts.
It happens at sometimes,
Does
and it's
happen.
like in Maryland humidity, it can be kind of rough sometimes.
But
you
they
know?
make it up to you with all that good food.
They
Right?
do. They do.
And we were surprised at the last wedding because we were told we were playing in a barn. So we were like, ooh, and it was a very muggy day.
Yeah.
And they had air conditioning
Oh,
in the barn.
yeah.
It was cold as
It was
heck.
very
That's
nice.
some next level stuff.
It
I
was
like
very
that.
nice.
Beautiful.
It was all wood on the inside, but the AC was pumping, and it was like right next to the band.
That's the best of both worlds.
Oh,
you got
yeah.
that cool rustic vibe, but
Yeah.
it's always so hot on stage. I
It
joke
was
to
fun.
the guys about that.
Yeah, every gig is fun, so.
Well, you guys have been a delight. Thanks for being on the show. And
welcome.
if it's all right with you, can we have one more song before you head out?
Yeah, you want to play one more? What do you want to play? You want to play? What do you like? We want to play?
Let's take a vote. What do
She
you guys
said-
want to play?
She said Black Velvet. She liked. You want to do Black Velvet?
We can do Black Velvet.
Can you do Black Velvet?
Let's do that, huh?
I just want to hear it. I don't
All
know
right.
that I've ever heard a guy
Let's do
cover
that.
Black Velvet before.
Let's
I think
do
it's
some
the
Black
original
Velvet.
singer Elena Miles, I
Yep.
think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So this is, again, Local Live at Macon Music in downtown Frederick. I'm your host, Ashley Marie from Vinyl Rhino. While they're pulling some stuff up, you can check out my work on Ashley Marie Music on Instagram or vinylrhino.com. And again, this is special delivery. They'll be at the Moose Lodge in Frederick this Saturday. And here they are with Black Velvet.
You got it.
Take it away, guys.
Thanks. All right.
Mississippi in the middle of a dry spell. Jimmy Rogers on the Victrola up high. Mama's dancing with a baby on her shoulder. The sun is setting like molasses in the sky. The boy could sing, knew how to move everything, always wanting more. He'd leave you longing for that velvet in that little boy's smile, that velvet in that slow southern style, a new religion that'll bring you to your knees, black velvet peace. heat wave. White lightning bound to drive you wild. Mama's babies in the heart of every schoolgirl. Love me tender, leaves them crying in the aisle. The way you moved, it was a sin, so sweet and true. Always wanting more, he'd leave you longing for black velvet in that little boy's smile. Black velvet in that soul southern style. A new religion that'll bring you to your knees. Black velvet if you please. Every word of every song that he sang was for you. In a flash she was gone, happened so soon. What could you do? Black velvet in that little boy's smile. Black velvet in that soul southern style. A new religion that'll bring you to your knees. Black velvet if you please. Black velvet in that little boy's smile. Black velvet in that soul southern style. A new religion that'll bring you to your knees. Black velvet, if you please.
Come on. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic. I really enjoy your stuff, you guys. You have an awesome sound. So thanks for joining me today. And
Thanks
this
for
is-
having us.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's my pleasure. I really appreciate it. Again, this is Special Delivery with Kevin, Paul, and John. So check them out. And join us next time. My guests are going to be Israel Creek, and they will be on the show on June 22nd. So not next Tuesday, but the next Tuesday. Right?
All right.
So we'll see you June 22nd with Israel Creek here at Local Live, making music. And this has been Special Delivery. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for
Thank you. It was
watching.
fun.